You think you're strong. You think you can handle anything. But what if I told you, it's not your challenges that are draining you, it's your habits. Every single day, without even realizing it, you lose energy, focus, and emotional strength. Not because life is too hard, but because you keep repeating tiny invisible patterns that slowly weaken your mind. And the worst part? You call it normal. Let's be real, strength isn't about how much you can take. It's about how much you can sustain. And most people today? They're running on empty without even noticing it. So today, let's expose the habits that secretly drain your power, every single day. Habit number 1, you never let your mind rest. You wake up and what's the first thing you do? You grab your phone. Messages. Notifications. Reels. News. More noise. Your brain is already sprinting before you've even brushed your teeth. And the cycle doesn't stop, jumping between apps, tasks, people, thoughts, until your mind is completely fried. Here's the truth, your brain burns energy like a muscle. If you never let it rest, it weakens. Then you wonder why you're anxious for no reason, why you can't focus, or why you feel tired even after a full night's sleep. It's not because you're lazy. It's because you're mentally exhausted. Strong people know the value of silence. They protect their attention like it's gold. Because it is. Habit number 2, you carry emotional weight you never release. Someone hurt you years ago, and you told yourself, I'm over it. But every time that memory comes up, your chest still tightens. That's not strength, that's emotional storage. You can't heal what you refuse to feel. And pretending you're fine doesn't make you strong, it just makes you numb. Over time, every little thing starts to irritate you. Not because the world changed, but because you're already full inside. Strong people aren't the ones who never cry. They're the ones who face their pain, feel it, and then let it go. Because letting go is harder than holding on. And that's what makes it real strength. Habit number 3, you mistake busyness for purpose. You work. You grind. You stay busy every second of the day. You tell yourself, if I'm not doing something, I'm wasting time. But let me ask you honestly, what are you actually building? Most people confuse motion with progress. They keep running, not realizing they're just running in circles. You scroll to feel productive. You multitask to feel efficient. But you're just burning energy with no direction. True power isn't in constant motion, it's in intentional motion. Strong people don't just move, they move with purpose. They know when to pause, when to think, and when to act. So ask yourself, are you really growing? Or just staying busy to avoid feeling stuck? Habit number 4, you give too much, without refilling yourself. You're the one everyone turns to for help. You listen. You give advice. You support everyone else. But, who's supporting you? You tell yourself you're fine, because helping others makes you feel strong. But deep down, you're tired. You're drained from being everyone's solution while ignoring your own needs. And when you finally get a quiet moment alone, you feel empty, like you've given away every piece of yourself and kept nothing in return. Here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. Recharge. Set boundaries. Learn to say no. Because sometimes, real strength isn't about pushing through, it's about stepping back. Habit number 5, you chase external validation. You do things hoping someone will notice. You post for approval. You work for recognition. You smile even when you're exhausted, because you don't want to seem weak. But deep down, you're not living for yourself, you're performing for others. And that's one of the quickest ways to lose your power. Every time you chase validation, you hand someone else the remote control to your emotions. They decide when you feel proud. They decide when you feel enough. And suddenly, your self-worth depends on applause that never lasts. Real strength is quiet. It doesn't need to prove anything. It just is. So, be honest. How many of these habits are part of your daily life? How much of your energy is leaking into things that don't deserve it? You don't need to fix everything overnight. You just need to notice. Because awareness, that's the first step toward power. Being strong isn't about having it all together. It's about having the courage to face what's quietly breaking you, and fixing it, bit by bit, day by day. So here's your reminder. Protect your energy. Guard your attention. Rest your mind. Release your emotions. And live for what's real, not what's loud. That's how you rebuild your strength, from the inside out. If this message hit you, even for a second, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, which of these habits are you letting go of today? Because awareness is power. And you're stronger than you think.